I know we all of us want to look at this topic. You just want me to mention that very one thing that people should look at in the potential partner. But then before I continue, I want to bring I want us to remember that all our podcast is on a anti-relationship on YouTube. Yes, all our podcasts. Go and view everything. There's a time that I talk about the things you should look at. Those ones I didn't even mention just one. I mention a lot. I talk about forgiveness. I talk about looking at the medical conditions of your partner. I talk about yes, forgiveness, looking at the mental condition of your partner, looking at their character when it comes to a woman that is nagging or a man that is domestic violence. You get, and also looking at somebody in the aspect of someone who is very forgiving. I also talk about looking at medical condition and also the traditional attribute, like the traditional side of your partner. There are some people that some of the things they do in their family or in their homes or in their community, in their this thing, you have to know it, because it is not even only in Nigeria. In some places or that there are some traditions that you cannot keep up to. So if you want to marry somebody, make sure that you know so much about their tradition, you know so much about their medical conditions. As good as when we look at the genotype aspect of our partner, we should also look at the blood group, because you see that minus sign, plus minus. For example, you are O positive and you want to get married to an AB negative, especially the women. They should be very careful of the kind of, like, those signs is very important. I think one day I'm going to bring up medical aspects, talk about this part, but then for now it is very important, because if you are pregnant as a woman and maybe you are negative or whatever, I don't know, I think the minor sign is very important, that if you neglect it and you marry wrong in that aspect, there is an injection they need to give you. But if you neglect it, you just keep on seeing that you're having miscarriage and you'll be wondering, how far, what is happening and all that. So it is very important, like I said. So the aspect of somebody being able to forgive you also is very important. So that is the aspect. I talked about it. If you go and check on our channel, I can't remember the topic. I would have mentioned the topic here. So go and check about. So you are going to read that one very well. Yeah, Shelley, not even read, listen to it very well. Listen to that podcast before you will now come back here to listen to this one that I want to talk about. That's one attribute you should not fail to look at in a potential partner. Now, that one attribute you should never, when you want to get married to somebody, when you want to be in a serious relationship that will lead to somebody, or as if you are playing, or as if you are still, like, you are still in the world, you don't want to get married now, or you don't want to have a serious thing now, you just want to explore. Because some people date for fun. Yeah, some people date for fun. So, but if you are serious and you really want to date somebody or be in a courtship with somebody to get married, that one attribute you should never fail to look at or to find out in a partner is kindness. Kindness is that attribute. Don't ever for one day try as make sure that in everything you do, try and make sure that you look at that kindness in a man or in a woman. Now, the problem that we have as human beings is the fact that we mistake love for kindness a lot. When people come for therapy, because I'm a therapist in the making, yeah. When people come for therapy to me and they said, that guy loves me, he loves me before, he loves me so much, I don't know what happened after we get married, he changed, or he loves me before, I don't know what happened after all these years, he changed. Or that lady, she loves me, I don't know what happened after so many years, she just changed all of a sudden. Is that people change? I let them to understand, that that is not what it should be. Sure, you understand? I told them, I said, kindness and love is different. Kindness and love is different. You get? Kindness and love is totally different. Love, I'll tell people that love is like a land where kindness is built on. Love is like a land where kindness is built on. Love love is like ordinary land. Sometimes people look at the surface of that land. People look at that land like, oh, this is it. When they see the land, if you just buy a land new, it's just like, oh God, this is the best. This is the best. People don't really used to look at the building or maybe when you are done building it, to know if this house is, or this place is even worth me staying. You get? I don't know if you understand. I just want to explain to you guys to understand. But if you don't understand, you can you can actually comment on the comment section. I'm going to reply. I'm going to explain better. But love is just like a land. People are carried away by the land, forgetting that they just need to look at the building on it first. I'm not saying that you cannot be attracted by building. If you buy a land new, definitely it's to sweeten you. This is my land. And when the person, or when that land is built, like when you build something on it, or maybe that land now has building on it, that building is what you should look at in that land. That's why sometimes when people get land, they just cut off the building and start all over afresh to build a land, because they might not even be comfortable with whatever is on the building, on the land. You get? So love is like a land where kindness is built on. Now, I'm going to explain better so that we will understand kindness. So when you want to have a partner, you must look at that kindness in the partner. The first thing that a kind person is, like the attribute of a kind person, that's what I want to explain now. The attribute of a kind person. The first thing is that they have empathy. The first thing that a kind person have is empathy. They have empathy. You get? When you see a kind person, you will see empathy. And when I talk about empathy, empathy means the ability to emotionally put yourself in someone's shoes. Sorry. They have the ability to emotionally understand what other people feel, what other people are going through. You get? It is a different kind of love entirely. I would not even say it is love, it is kindness. Because love is different, kindness is different. At the long run, when you see marriages, I tell people, when you see marriages that is sweet, aside forgiveness, commitment, understanding, perseverance, tolerance that has been in that marriage, kindness is another thing that has been built on that marriage. Is that you see one person that is kind to the other person is trying to adapt that, okay, I need to be with this person because this person is just too good for. Like you see somebody will even tell you, this my partner is too good for me, because they know that they might not even be kind and this person is showing them too much kindness. When somebody is, I will not say it's obsession, but when somebody is extremely in love with you to the extent that they put their own happiness before them. They want you to be happy, they want you to be comfortable, they want you to, as in, to your life should just be stable enough before they even think of their own. That is not even love, that is kindness. And it is not everybody that understands this aspect, because when people see the surface of it, this person is buying me food, this person is taking care of me because I'm not feeling fine, they think that person is kind. No. Love is different. So you understand, as I'm going forward, you're going to understand it better. So this means that they have soft spots for people in general. And when I'm talking about kindness, kind people, it is not just only their partner that they actually love. She gets, they are tender towards helping people. So much love in their hearts, with so much love in their hearts. So it is not just their partner alone that have that tendency of getting their kindness. You understand? They are general, like you will just see it in them. They can see somebody in the street who is helpless, they will help. They can, I'm going to explain better when we are when we are getting there. Sure, you understand? So in general, not just when you see somebody that is how will I even say it? When you see somebody that is loving towards you or showing you kindness, just you alone, and you cannot see that same attributes in a general person outside. Sure, you understand? Like this thing that this guy is showing me is not really showing it to others, even if I'm there or even if I'm not there. Like, sure, you understand? Like I get to hear or I get to see without him noticing that I am there or I am not there, that this guy is kind towards other people in general. Might not be must not even be his family's member. She get, it is just anybody, or this lady is just kind to anybody. If you cannot see that attribute towards that person, that means that person is not kind. That person is just in love with you, because kindness knows no bound. I don't understand if you understand what I'm trying to say. It is normal for people to just love people in general. It is another thing for people to show you love, exceptional, and show you kindness and extend that kindness to others. So if that person is not extending kindness to the general public, to anybody, that means that person is not kind. Kindness, no bond. It is not limited to a particular set of people or to someone. So that is it. Another thing that I want to know is kindness. Kind people don't look down on people. They don't look down, they don't downgrade people. They see people equally irrespective of their status, their age, their money or fame. They treat people equally with love, respect, and sweetness. So it is beyond, like I said before, it is beyond, okay, this is the person that I'm dating. And you know, the aspect of you saying somebody like you and you guys are in the same category, no. A kind person, irrespective of that person, whether the person is even the richest person in the world or the richest person in a particular community, they will not look down to the least person that does not even have 1 naira to eat in a day. They will not look down. They see everybody equally. They help people equally. The same way they will help their fellow rich person, the same way they will help a normal commoner when they see the person on the road and they have the capability or the ability to help that person. As I said, it is not limited to some certain people. So when you see some people when people asked me and said, there was a time that people asked me and said, Happy, how will you know, how will I know that somebody is kind? So I'm going to give you this secret today. If I am in love with someone or I go out with somebody and maybe we go to a restaurant or a bar or somewhere and we just sat down, we are taking refreshments, the way the person treats a normal bar attendant, shey you get, or a normal restaurant attendant is going to determine, in my own self, I'm going to look at that point. There was a time I went out to somebody and the person was just too rude, unnecessarily rude to the restaurant person. I was not looking at the guy like this. No, to him, he's trying to prove that he's dead there, she gets. But to me, it's a turn off, it's a red flag. Because these are normal human beings. Sometimes you may not even know, it might even be condition that even puts them in that position. They might not even, like, their status, their everything might even be more than this before. And to me, I don't look down on people. Sure, you understand? So that aspect alone is like, no, this is not it. And people can also be pretentious in that aspect. Sure, you get? That is why I said, when you want to look at kindness, there are different ways. Sure, you understand? I'm going to explain further, and you're going to understand more about kindness. Another thing is that kind people are generally selfless. They are not just kind to who they are in a relationship with, but they are selfless to everyone. In general, their selflessness is not selective. I said that before. So when you see someone who is selfless to certain people and not to everyone, that is not kindness. Like I said earlier, that is not kindness. When somebody is actually, their kindness is selective, that is not kindness. I don't know what it is. I would not say it is pretense. I can say it is love. Anyways, it is true. It can be love, because love can be that, although you love everybody, but then you can just be selective with your love. Like, okay, I love this person and this person I love. But kindness has no bond. Kindness is not selective. You understand? Kindness is not selective. Kindness for everybody is in general. So that's another thing. So when looking at someone, look at the kindness they have to everyone. Another thing that you understand about kind people is the fact that they love humanity. Humanity is like their watchword, like I said earlier. Their kindness is not selective. And they are not proud, and they are very slow to anger. When you see kind people, they are not aggressive. Kind people don't nag. Kind people takes to correction. Kind people are willing to change. Although they might, it doesn't mean that they are dumb or no. They will make their opinions be heard, but they are willing to hear your own and also put your own into consideration. You get? So that is kind people. Kind people make your struggle in business, in hustles, in financial stability, in career, to look, even mentally, to look easier. They will not give you pressure. They will not even give you reasons for you to not start asking yourself, am I even making the right choice? You get? There are some people that, it is even when they come to your life that things becomes easier, because they don't give you too much pressure. They don't even, they give you the ability to even think and think better and fast. You get? They apart from the fact that they will even provide solutions to whatever business problems you might be having or anything, they are just there. And they'll make you feel safe. You get? When kind of make people feel safe around them. You understand? So more like you are not going through anything. You get? So they will make you look like, don't worry, this is going to be better. Another thing is that kind people are generally nice to see others grow, irrespective of them not achieving what the partner is achieving. That is another thing I wanted to know. And kind people, even though you both are in the same struggle and you go ahead before them, You get, they are not even looking at that. You understand? They will be genuinely happy for you, and that is not something you get to see in every other person. You get, that is not the same thing you get to see with every other person. When, for example, now you can be in the same race and you move ahead before them, they are still happy for you. You move ahead before them, they are still happy for you. You move ahead before them, they are still happy for you. You understand? It is not a kind of attribute you see in everybody. That is why you will see some men, their women are achieving more than them, and they are still happy for them. And although the woman will still be submissive to the man, that okay, this man is the head of the family, but then they are still happy for the woman. That yes, they will even be encouraging their woman to do what, to achieve more. She understands. So that is kindness. That is kindness. You get, so kindness is not selective at all. Kindness is not selective. That kindness is never selective. Another thing that I want people to understand, that when you want to pick a kind person, make sure that you look at the red flag in little things that are not even, in little things. Just look at the red flag in them. So when we talk about kind people, they are not selective with their kindness, they are not general with their kindness, and they love genuinely. They don't love just their partner alone, they love everybody. So that is kindness. And now, when kindness is not selective to just when you want to pick a partner alone, kindness also is extended to when you are choosing a friend. Trust me. The ability to carry multitude of friends together and say, all these people are my friends, no. If you have just one person that is kind, and that person is your friend, that is the best thing you can ever have. I tell people something, that where you get to know a good friend is not when you start achieving and the person is happy for you. That okay, you're achieving this thing, I'm happy for you. You're achieving this thing, I'm happy for you. And the person is celebrating with you. The person is happy for you. The person is, the person is even, how will I even say it? He's just happy, you get. The person is celebrating, is jubilating with the fact that okay, my friend has achieved this thing or whatever. No, that is not the only way to pick a friend. In fact, it is, you can know a good friend through that attribute, but it is limited. The best way to know a good friend is when you are down. When probably you have before and it's looking like things are going down, or probably you don't have, and maybe the person is achieving and you are not achieving, or something is happening and it looks like everything is going down. The ability for a friend to stand by you in that position, the ability for the friend to tell you, don't worry, things are going to be better. The ability for a friend to now start providing solutions to you. I think we should do it this way. I think I have this person. You need to call this person. This person can help you. Don't start the person from me. You know, that kind of thing. That is the ability to pick a good friend. And such friend that will be within that aspect are not just ordinary friend. They are kind friend. So when you want to pick friendship too, pick a kind friend. When you want to pick a partner, pick a kind partner. There was one time I saw something online, like the lady, she has the lady has I think cancer of the breast, and stage 4 years. The lady has cancer of the breast, stage 4, and the husband just neglected her and left her in the hospital. He said he has outgrown the love he has for her, and the friend of the guy blocked the friend. This one is a true life story. The friend posted it. He said he blocked the guy, and the reason he blocked the guy is not because he said, how can you leave your wife that has stage 4 cancer breast in the hospital and tell me that you've outgrown her? You get, he said to him, he doesn't even believe that the friend is a normal human being. He thinks that person is a man, but that person is not a man. So he went to the hospital, the friend of that guy, he went to the hospital and started helping the woman. Whatever the woman needs, whatever the woman wants, whatever the woman is looking for, like he provides everything. Now within these two people, the husband that has the wife and the friend that is not even the husband, who among these people is kind? It is the friend, because you that you call myself my husband. I'm not saying that at a particular point in time he was not in love with her. He was actually in love with her. But the love is not kindness. Kindness is where love ends. That is where kindness starts from. You understand? Where you love somebody, where it ends, that is where kindness. Kindness will test your ability when you need to put others' happiness in front of you. when you need to keep your own happiness and look and see to the fact that this person is happy with everything that is within you, to inconvenience yourself to just make that person happy, that is where your kindness will be tested, you get. So at that point, I started asking myself, that means the husband was not even in love. That means the kindness might not even be in the aspect of love. As I said, it will start where love ends. Now, the friend was not the person that is in love with the woman, but then the friend has compassion, has empathy. He has emotionally put himself in that position that, imagine, what if it's my wife that is in this position? What if it's even me that's in this position? What if I have prostate cancer and with my wife now leaves? You understand? So kindness is it has the ability to think further and put emotionally, mentally put yourself in that condition. That is why sometimes I tell people, when you want to get married to a partner, make sure you test the emotional and mental ability of that your partner to know if you are marrying somebody that is sane and good enough. You understand? So that is what kindness is. You get? So when you want to choose a partner, choose somebody that is kind. Choose somebody that is kind to you. That is one thing that you can use to know a kind person. Because if you choose somebody that is not kind, I pity you. Like, now let me make another example for you guys to understand what I mean by kindness and love. If you that are watching me now, if you send me on an errand and said, Happy, please, just take this money. Somebody dropped rice for me or beans for me, a bag of rice at Akure, help me to bring it to Ondo. You understand? Or help me to bring it to Lagos. Even if I'm doing something, I can say, okay, because I love you, I can drop whatever I'm doing to go and bring the rice. That is love. That is love. Although I have inconvenienced myself a little, but it is not to the extent of me not being unhappy, or me not, too much is not out of me yet. You understand? Too much is not out of me yet to express, she gets. But that is love. A very good example of love. That means I love you enough to say, okay, let me go help you to bring this thing and bring it to you. Now, a very good example, although I'm not saying this example is the whatever, the highest, but I think a very good example of of a kind person is, if somebody needs blood, or let me even use kidney. If somebody needs kidney, you get, and that person is like, the person has few days to live, and they're looking for that kidney, and your own kidney now fits, and your two kidneys is okay, the ability for you to drop one of your kidney, that is kindness. Because you've emotionally put yourself in that position that this is what the person is going through. Since my two is okay, and we still live long. Your two is okay, you can still live long. This person is already dying. You have a way to save a life. You understand? And you put yourself, like, that is what kindness is. There was a time I read on social media, a man, this one, he called himself entertainer. Yes, I think it's a Tunde Not Mazi Tunde Not. He posted it. There is this man that I think is the one, or another blog. But I should know that it's a very big blog that posted it. The man, this particular family were looking for a kidney. The father is old, the mother is old. Does the person have a younger one? I don't think so, but nobody in the family kidney is actually matching the guy's kidney. So they were looking up and down. They were even ready to pay any amount just for somebody to donate kidney. And this man walked into the hospital, I think he's a pastor, yes. He walked into the hospital, so he was like, what are they looking for? Like, look at them, he noticed that they were not happy. This family, they were not happy. What is happening? When he asked, the doctors explained to him that this is what they need. This man said they should test him, and when they test this man, his kidney was matching that guy's own, and his two kidneys okay. He said, okay, they should drop one of his kidney. This man successfully pays the bill. Like, the person that wants to drop the kidney, he pays the bills for the kidney. And this other family that I said they are ready to pay any amount, they were ready to sell their assets. Not that maybe they have too much, but they were just ready to sell everything just for their son to be okay. This man paid the money. He paid for the surgery. They removed one of his kidney, and he later paid, like, he gave the family money to, like, to take care of the child again. He did not collect any dime. This one is beyond love. This is what kindness is. And it is not everybody that has the ability. It's not everybody that has the gift of kindness. So when you want to be with a partner, I'm not saying you should not look at maybe when you want to die, you not look at maybe the person is going to stay with you. No. Just make sure that you are sensitive to things. You understand when you see love, you understand when you see kindness, you understand. And kindness gives it gives someone, how will I even say it, a good personality. When you see that this partner that you want to be with, the person is always putting his family member ahead of him, always making sure that they are good. When you see that even colleagues talks good about him, like you can genuinely see people saying, and this person, I remember when I could not go home, I did not have anything. This person just split his money into two, even though the money is not going to make him get home. He actually split into two, gave me half and took half and said wherever the money gets him to, he's going to work from there. You go, all those kind of little things, make sure you make your find out. All those little things that normally we will not even pay attention to. That is the thing that you should pay attention to, because that is what kindness is. So this is the end of the podcast, but before I end, you know, I always have something to say. Now, this is what I have to say. There is this love movie that will forever be evergreen in our hearts, and that is Titanic ship. You know, yeah. There is this love movie that will forever be evergreen. I don't know if I'm even saying the statement very well. It will forever be evergreen in our hearts. That is the Titanic ship. Reminiscing on this movie, that is more than. When I'm reminiscing on this movie, I get to understand that this is more than love. It is more than love. It is seeing two kind people that found each other. If you look at that movie very well, the man is kind, the woman is kind. They were ready to just do what? Die for each other. That is not a normal kind of love. Kind of, it is a sweet kindness that is attached to love. You understand? So that Titanic ship used to make me, because there are some partners now, say, if that kind of thing happen now, your partner will even throw you in the water and save himself. You get? So we get not to see that kind of sweet love nowadays. So another thing that I want to say is this: until you find yourself in a situation where you have to look out for others or ensure the happiness determine yours, you cannot determine the level of how kind you are or you are not. So this is the end of today's podcast, and please don't forget to listen to this podcast on AYOGEN Media on all social media platforms, and also on Enhancing Relationship Podcast. I would not fail to give honor to whom honor is due to the technical team, Janet and Yemi. Thank you for being there. To the program coordinator, Isaiah Odedokun, thank you for being there. And also to the director of AYOGEN TV. Please, thank you for being there, sir. God bless you. And also to my co-host, I love you. And I'm sure he's very busy for now, but let's just hope that he will be here soon. Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode of Enhancing Relationship. I look forward to the next week. Yeah, when we talk about more. Yes, we are going to talk about what women really want in a man. Yes, next week. What really wants in men. Yeah. So thank you for joining us on today's episode. We love you and thank you. My name is still remains Happy, your favorite host.